Well, howdy tubers, back at it again this morning. I guess, I'll just show you. It's all apart. Well, not quite. But I already got it, took it apart last night and was deburring all these holes. And then I was getting ready to take the top skin off and decided, well, before I took it off, I'd go ahead and take care of these notches that need to be in here for the hinges. You can see that little bit of overhang, maybe 3/32 of an inch. So when I sand that out of there, same here, same as here, sand that out of here. So it looks like that. Compared to that. And what I did it with was that. Was a sanding disc on there. Now, I haven't tried it because I just don't feel right that it would do right. And that is, when I'm sanding this, let's see, I think I'll go ahead and set it up on the tripod thingy here. I'm not going to show how I don't think you should or can do it. I just think it would bend it. And that is that you should keep the sander going down as it's hitting on this instead of up. Because I just, for some reason, now I'm not going to try it just to prove it. And if somebody does it, well then that's on them, I guess. But I'm just going to hit this in a downward motion. Of course, you can do this with a file too, I'm sure. But okay. But I'm going to be doing it, there we go. Be doing it like this, because it's going to be rotating like that. And so I'm just going to go like that. And when I get to this side, then I will turn the drill and turn this way, so it's still going down where it's getting supported by the hinge support. Because I just figure if I went up, I don't know, it might be strong enough, but I'm not going to risk it to bend it. So I'm just going to go ahead and go down. Well, this is the same way, but I was going to say it's got a lot more support underneath there. But anyway, I will put you on the tripod here. Now I will tell you, when you go in reverse, of course it spins the other way, and this thing here, of course, screws on. But with such slight pressures, I hadn't had a problem with it unscrewing off of there. But be aware of that if that's the kind of sanding this dealie you got. So let's get to it if I can find my glasses. Well, I think you get the drift there without making all the noise and any more boringness. I just got to clean that little edge up there, but by the disc hitting on this going this way, you've got the support of the like I say, the hinge support underneath there, so it's giving it support. I don't know, maybe coming up wouldn't hurt, but I just don't want to risk it. That's just the way I'm thinking. So of course, even if you scratch, well, now the guy that said yesterday, which I can remember the name, said he was trying to clean up his workshop so he could build an H5. On the H5, you don't have to worry about this because it's got full length hinges. They're not three little 6-inch hinges. It's a full length hinge, so you don't have to worry about doing this. Just a tidbit on that. So let's see. So I will finish off sanding these, and then after I get that sanded, when I take the top skin off, well, then I'll take the miracle wheel or the convolute wheel, what do you want to call it? I call it the miracle wheel, and then smooth up these edges so don't cause a crack. And then of course then I'll go ahead and take the rest of the clecos out of here and take this skin off, and then debur all the top ribs like I've done all of these. Of course I did it all the way around, but debur all the top ribs in the rivet holes there, and then be ready to put it back on there. Well, I'll vacuum it out too, and then ready to put it back on there and rivet it. And we're saying leading edge, everything. Of course, when I get the leading edge skin on there, before I shoot any of the rivets into the spar, and of course, remember you got to put the longer rivets from here to there, and then the regular length AVEX rivets from there to the tip. But then I will make sure that my sawhorses that I've got them on are level to each other, and if it needs to be shimmed a little bit, you just use those little wooden or plastic shims that you can get from a Home Depot or Menards or Lowe's or whoever, or maybe even Walmart, I don't know, to just get it a slight shim to get it so that, you know, you put a level underneath here, underneath the bottom, and put another level underneath the other end, and make sure that they're the same. If they're not, well, then you just kind of tweak the wing a little bit until you get them the same, and then start riveting all the spar, and that'll lock her down solid. So let's see. Well, and then it'll be on to go ahead and putting these tip ribs on, or the tip skin on, after I get this all fully riveted. I'm going to have to check on why they're saying not to shoot these rivets in. Of course, you know me, I will be squeezing solid rivets in here where the hinges aren't. Because where the hinges are, you have to use AVEX rivets. Really, you don't have to here because you've got your top of your rear spar, which is extrusion there, which I could go ahead and use solid rivets there, but I don't know. I may just go ahead and go with AVEX, just like I will in this area. Anyway, there's a little bit long video and maybe some good information. So there you go, and God bless.